As you recall, about 2 years ago, the brother of current leader of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, Kim Jong-nam, was killed inside of an airport using a nerve agent. Now, as you also recall, 2 women were arrested in connection with his death. One woman who was Vietnamese, the other who was Indonesian, and the death took place in Malaysia. Well, the Indonesian woman has been released from police custody without any charges after 2 years. Siti Aisha was moved to tears upon her release. She told the media that she was unaware that she was going to be released on Monday morning. Aisha was so emotional she cried and hugged her Vietnamese co-defendant Don Thuy Hung before leaving the courtroom. Now, the 2 women were accused of smearing the VX nerve agent on Kim Jong-nam. Now, they alleged that they had no idea this was a nerve agent and that they had been hired by a prank TV show to carry out this task. Now, it should be noted that the 2 women are in connection with what they call four DPRK suspects who fled the country on the same day that Kim Jong-nam was killed. Aisha was discharged by the High Court judge without an acquittal. The murder charges were withdrawn by the prosecutor without any reason being given to the public. The same prosecutors are expected to do the same thing for Huang at the request of her lawyers. Now, the Indonesian government said that they secured her release by lobbying from the highest levels of government. They insist that she was deceived and did not realize that she was being manipulated by DPRK intelligence. It said Aisha, a migrant worker, believed that she was part of a reality TV show and never had any intention of killing Kim. The ministry said Malaysia's Attorney General used his authority under Malaysia's Criminal Procedure Code to not continue the prosecution following a request from Indonesia's Law and Human Rights Minister. Now, Kim Jong-nam was the eldest brother of the Kim family who currently provide leadership for the DPRK. Now, his death is being blamed on the DPRK government, frankly, without any evidence whatsoever that actually attaches them to him. However, I am of the opinion that he very likely was assassinated by the DPRK government. What has been missing from many of the news reports was that Kim Jong-nam was going to a meeting about the DPRK and people who are known to be connected to regime change strategies. It seems very likely that the intent was to use Kim Jong-nam as a leader once maybe Kim Jong-un was assassinated, or maybe the government was overthrown, or whatever the particular plot was. Given the importance that the Kim family has to the country, it seems very likely that they were talking to Kim Jong-nam in order to use him for that position in the case that the DPRK government had been dismantled, or that Kim Jong-un had been assassinated. In other words, he was attending meetings specifically for the purpose of overthrowing the country, and then ends up getting assassinated. I think it's very clear that he was assassinated by the DPRK, even though, frankly, there is no evidence for it. And this seems like something the DPRK would do: eliminate a threat to the country. Someone who was even close to the leader, was his older brother, was planning on essentially overthrowing the government and returning it to as a colony of other countries, in this case, the United States. It seems very likely that this would be the tactic that someone would use if your country was under threat by an imperialist power. And if his brother was willing to serve as a puppet of imperialism, then it seems only right that he would end up being assassinated. So while there is no actual tangible evidence that the DPRK was behind his assassination, it very likely, even in my opinion, it very much was the DPRK. And they were right to do it. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.